everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast, where today we're talking NWA Saturday Night on TBS from April the 1st of 1989. It's the last show in the studio at Techwood Drive. So we got some change happening, some things are going on. But with all that being said, I am sitting here with Doc. Harper hasn't joined us yet because what's new, if we really want to be honest? Before I throw it to Doc real quick, let me get this out the way. Special shout out to our largest page contributors monthly, Disrespectfully Classy, Marky Blassie, Kyle Riley, Mike Childry, Joe Weiss. Thank you for your generous support each and every month. Doc, let me welcome you in. Ask how you're doing.
I'm doing great, pal. How about you? I'm
Doing
back.
great.
I'm refreshed from my beach vacation. None of the Army found me on the beach, so I didn't have to give them any of my Modelos. It's good to get away and hit the beach. So yeah, I'm back in the saddle. I have one shout out, and then I have 3 5-star reviews to read today. Which would you like me to start with?
We'll go to the shout out and then let's do the 5-star reviews.
All right, I got a special shout out today. And this one, everybody's going to have to share a little bit. Because I just recently listened, just like all the freeloaders out there, to the second part of the Dutch Mantell interview. And, once again, that gold that we got out of Dutch came because the Army pestered that poor man until he had no choice but to come on the show. So this week in the spotlight, the Doc Spotlight of the Week is going to go to the entire Army. We'll let them share it, but really the people who reached out to Dutch and beforehand to get him on the show. And then I saw a few messages thanking him for coming on the show, and that's nice too. It's always nice to send somebody like a thank you note or something like, good manners.
It's nice. I agree.
So that was you did a almost decent job of interviewing him. You get to hear about the Kanamura thing, which I thought was interesting in part 2. Obviously, one of those moments in Smoky Mountain that I don't know if it was this second part or the first part where he I think it was the second part where he admitted that Horner kind of struggled out there. And then I think Dutch was kind of humble when he goes, well, the best part about the interview was me trying to save him. I was like, man, that's what I say after every show we do. Harper and I are like, man, the best part was when we tried to save Mike. Anyway, so the entire Army gets that. I hope everybody enjoyed our exclusive conversation with Dutch. You heard him say he doesn't do many podcasts, and he's certainly not done one about Smoky Mountain. So once again, we win.
Yeah,
let's be great.
What a moment. Let's be great. Okay, you got some 5-star
reviews. I had a good
real quick. One thing I wanted to say. So everybody who thanked Dutch, thank you. If you haven't thanked him yet on Twitter, please go thank him, because trust me, it helped.
Dutch comes from a different generation. He's a Southern gentleman, and you know what? People appreciate being thanked in this world still.
That's true. All right. Did you take your sip of Modelo or whatever you were drinking?
I just had another sip of Modelo, but yeah. Okay. This one is somebody called the Pacho King.
That's Armando.
Oh no.
Yeah, my good friend. Mm-hmm.
Corporate America's Worst Wrestling, and then it cut off and I couldn't see it. Anyway, the star is Hardbody Harper from Wildcat Sports. The general is Mike Mills, a Louisiana boy now stuck in the Dallas area. The third guy on the show is a non-gun shooting, White Claw drinking, John Wayne loving superstar from Texas who loves staying in his promos, Doc Turner. This is the best wrestling podcast going today that comes out every week. Warning, the show is very unprofessional. If you get offended easy, don't listen. If you love old school professional wrestling like I do, then this is the only podcast you need to listen to.
You omitted a lot from this. So
what are you talking
let me read the real version. He said, The star is Hardbody Harper from Wildcat Sports and Entertainment. The general is Mike Mills, a Louisiana boy now stuck in the Dallas area. The third guy on the show is a non-gun shooting, White Claw drinking, John Wayne loving, he actually called you a maggot from Texas, who loves stings in his promos, Doc Turner. Besides the spot monkey antics from the fake Texan, the two other gentlemen keep you captivated while Fuckboy does his super kicks like the Young Bucks. He's talking about you. He says, I love Mike and Harper. I put up with the Turner guy. So you kind of omitted a few things there, but that's okay. That's what you do, you know.
First of all, Pacho King, I'm not a fake Texan. Second of all, that's not very nice and not very classy. And I think you need to grow up. Or I will send the Sheik over to humble you.
Sheik, I humble no one but Doc's sister-in-law. That's who I humble. Sheik,
well,
I give her every single inch right up the poo-poo.
After a turn with her, you'll do anything I ask you to. Take you a trip out to California or wherever it is he lives and humble him with broken back.
By the way, Harper's still not on, and we're 12 minutes into this thing.
What did we get this morning when I texted him?
7 o'clock.
I said, hey, buddy, just want to make sure that you're going to be ready at 7 tonight. Yeah. All right. You going to join us for the Clash? Radio silence.
All right, keep going. We got two more 5 stars.
All right, we got this one in just late last week from Professor EZ, the OGs of NWA podcasting. I like the ring of that. I've been listening to these guys for years, but didn't have an Apple Podcast account until now. BTT is a must listen for old school wrestling fans. Other podcasts follow their lead by reviewing the occasional NWA WCW show, but BTT does it consistently while bringing each show back to life with unmatched humor, wit, and acumen. Mike, Doc, and hard-body, hard-breathing Harper are the greatest faction in wrestling podcasting today. The original gangsters of the NWA. Harper, you all right over there?
Yeah.
Stop breathing into the mic.
Huh?
Mighty, you're worse than Arn Anderson over there.
I need new headphones.
Do you really?
I can tell.
Yeah. They
What's
broke.
wrong?
I'm like holding them to my ear.
Oh, Jesus.
That happened.
People don't understand how this thing is held together.
Harper, I'll order them, then I'll send them tonight.
Whatever.
Do you really need a new pair?
Huh?
Do you really need a new headset?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll order it and send it tonight. How the hell did it break? What'd you do? Chew on it? Were you trying to screw with it? What happened?
I mean, one of them, it fucking broke, and I just hold it. I've been holding it to my ear forever.
Jesus.
I wish you'd have told me.
What'd you do?
Can you see?
Him up some girl's ass?
That's exactly what he did. He had him on while he was doing some rat banging, and he took the USB cord while he was in the pink hole, and he took the USB cord and plugged it in the other hole as he was going to town.
I thought you were going to say he was calling one of Luke's matches while he was fucking in swinging the USB cord like a lasso above his head, and then whipping his girl in the butt with it.
Mm.
He's going to try that now.
He's picking fucking some chick, and he's like, Luke, you got Luke with the biggest arms in wrestling. Why do you keep talking about Luke?
Where's Silva?
He's dead.
No, he's not. He's on. What do you mean? Where's he at? He's not doing the show tonight.
Oh,
that was last week.
One week, buddy. I am back. Now we got one more 5-star review here. This came from TF Bailey. This one just came in a couple of days ago. Best wrestling podcast. I like the sound of that. If you enjoy wrestling and humor, this is the perfect podcast for you. Mike, Doc, and Hardbody know how to do it right.
Yeah. Bitches.
Yeah, bitches. So, Harper, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Mike, since we just dialed Harper in to kind of get him sped up to speed, do you want to switch gears a little bit, and before we go into the NWA, call it in the ring and play him some special audio and see what he thinks about it?
Yeah, let me share my screen while I'm
All
sharing
right.
it.
So while I do that, Harper, how's it going, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while.
I
What's been going
know.
on? You still been you still been nailing that chick you were nailing?
Yeah. Okay, doctor's office.
Bro, what you're about to see is something.
So, real quick before I show this promo that has to be played, I want a couple shout outs. Chuck Scum, Chuck Gunter, Harper's buddy down in New Orleans. He's back on Patreon. Thank you, Chuck. Hall of Fame patron.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chuck. And Tommy Thibodeau, thanks for signing back up as well. We've lost a lot of patrons over the last few months thanks to this pandemic. But I just want to say thank you to everybody hanging in there. We appreciate it. Now, with that said, Harper,
Mike said he's going to come around and blow everybody when this thing blows over.
Thank God.
Wow. I thought you had somebody
What's this
to do
I
that.
hear, Doc? Mike?
No. We already did the sheet before.
Tommy
Harper
Rich?
got it.
He like Tommy Rich? He like to give the blowjob?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Harper. This is pretty wild ass.
Breathing into that mic. All right,
I can't
here we
help
go.
it. I got to hold it to my ear.
All right, this is some wild shit. I can't lie. All right, so I don't remember which episode of Star Wars this was on for 605. It was either on part 1 or part 2 for the baseball show they did. But my ears perked up. So first off, me and Doc don't know anything about this guy. His name is Don Juan. This promo is from NWC Slammin' TV, August 5th, 1985, taped in Las Vegas. Compliments of Roy Lucier's Wrestling Territories channel on YouTube. Harper, just listen. You won't need any other explanation as to why I wanted to play this for you tonight. Here it is.
This is wild.
I'm going to make money faster than these casinos do with 3 businesses. The first one is I'm going to open a watermelon stand for you black people. The next thing I'm going to do is open up a second-hand store for you white people. And the third thing I'm going to do is open up a target range to get rid of the homosexuals in this part of town.
Jesus. Look at that old man laughing.
That broad, she's like, I'm gonna fuck him.
She's like, I like him.
He's kind of ugly, but I'd fuck him.
Yeah. I bet that guy's banned from fucking AEW.
So, Doc, do you want to tell Harper how, like, we also tried to research this guy? His name's Don Juan, and we can't find anything on him.
Nothing.
What the fuck is he wearing? He's like
is he wearing?
like the medieval fucking court jester or something.
With the sunglasses, the brown 70s sunglasses. He's got the blonde mullet, but it's thin hair. But he's not young either.
Yeah.
He's not old.
Does he wrestle?
Who cares?
We couldn't find nothing else on him, but I tell you this much.
Just his promo?
Like he wrestled for this NWC organization.
Let him bring out that, I guess it's called a girl, but he brings out a valet. Check this piece out.
All right, let me replay with the audio. Here it is. That's somebody holding a sign that says Don Juan is a homosexual, by the way.
That's nice.
Here we go.
I'm going to make money faster than these casinos do with 3 businesses. The first one is I'm going to open a watermelon stand for you black people.
Jesus Christ.
The next thing I'm going to do is open up a second-hand store for you white people. And the third thing I'm going to do is open up a target range to get rid of the homosexuals in this part of town.
Jesus.
People like that last joke too much.
Oh yeah, they're like, man, of course.
Here, North Las Vegas Boulevard, Don Juan making more money than anybody in town, baby.
like 1995.
Oh.
You know something, TC Martin? I've got a little surprise tonight. I want all you Johnny Lunch Buckets to keep your hands in your pocket. Don't try to grope with your eyeballs. I want to introduce to you my new manager here in the NWC. Beautiful, bodacious Barbara Blaze.
Must be Bobby's wife.
Now making her way down the aisle,
Not the Casanova.
the new valet and manager of Don Juan, bodacious Barbara Blaze.
Camera's over here. That's a man.
All right.
That's nice.
Now, here,
Okay, Harper. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's that young lady?
What's that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate her?
God, she just looks like a typical bar whore.
Right.
Jesus. Come on.
I guess instead of 1 to 10, how many beers would you have to drink before you considered that?
6.
That's all?
Yeah, I mean, look at it. She got a nice rack.
How can you tell she's wearing a mattress sheet?
Boy, you know she smells like cigarettes.
Yes. If she smells like cigarettes and deodorant trying to cover up the lack of a shower.
That's nice. National Wrestling.
Look, Sabu.
What?
It's Sabu.
At the
It's
Silver
Sabu.
Nugget. It fucking
Sabu.
Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're legit.
Ooh,
So what do you
fuck.
think of old Don Juan there, Harper?
Yeah, what do you think of Don Juan, Harper?
He's old.
How old do we think Don Juan is there?
40.
He's
Think he's
no.
in his 40s?
No,
He's
I
in
think
his
he's like
30s.
36.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in his 30s for sure.
What kind of car you think he drives?
Fucking something that's not anywhere near as good as he's going to tell you he drives.
Yeah.
1995, he's driving around like one of them.
I don't know. What did you drive
raggedy-ass-
in 95, Mike?
What did I have in 95?
The Buick Skylark.
No, the Skylark died, and the Skylark died right before this.
Oh.
The Skylark died that summer, so I don't think I still had the Skylark. Actually, the Skylark, I may have still had the Skylark, and it was about to die at this point. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think the Skylark died around this, like August, September, somewhere around that time frame.
That guy drives a Thunderbird.
He's driving around an Oldsmobile Achieva, one of them old raggedy ass Achievas.
He's got like an 87 Thunderbird that had like the fucking digital, the fucking whatever, the speedometer.
Mm.
And he brags about it to this day.
How many chicks is he fucking in that car, though?
Oh,
I mean,
come
in
on.
the car. Not with the car, but in the car.
1 million.
How many guys like that did you run into on the indie scene, Mike?
Not as many as you think, but there.
I mean, he's a fairly sizable guy, no?
It's not that. It's just that the indies during that time period were
Dry.
full of ridiculous characters. Like, just ridiculous jabronis.
Do you
What?
think this guy would get along with Tommy Rich?
Oh God.
I bet Tommy Rich would have shook his hand.
Oh yeah.
He looks like one of those guys that still would believe Tommy Rich could go places, and he'd be slurping Tommy Rich's butthole.
Hey,
thinking
they
Tommy
put me
Rich
in a
is gonna-
tag team with Tommy Rich. I'm going places.
That's what this guy seems like.
And Tommy
for
Rich is
sure.
thinking, say, brother, I really like that watermelon joke.
Who's this guy with the watermelon joke and the gay joke? I mean, goddamn.
Sexual target joke. That was funny.
Well, I mean, I've never understood the watermelon thing. I love watermelon. It's such a tasty treat in the summertime. Put a little salt on it, eat some watermelon. I don't know why that has to be racist.
Because the blacks used to eat a lot of watermelon because they couldn't afford a Coke.
Yeah.
So they would get a slice of watermelon instead.
But wouldn't the joke be on white people because the Coke will kill you and make you fat and have diabetes, and the watermelon is good for you?
Nobody knew that back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, okay, look, that was offensive enough. He just said open up a target range to kill gay people. That was the one that, like, I hate to say it, but the first two I was like, oh, okay, yeah. When he did the gay joke, I was like, oh my God, come on, bro.
He's killing a bunch of damn queers.
Well, the NWC, so popular we've never heard of it.
Did y'all Google it?
I didn't Google it. I Googled him.
Google.
I tried to find out more information about him.
They probably had a GeoCities website.
Yeah, all the Indians back then had GeoCities.
What's that?
This raggedy ass free website. Here comes Barbara again.
There
Look at her, man. She just put out that cigarette with her bare foot in the back and then headed to the curtain.
I forgot
Barbara Blade.
Red.
Well, they're calling my name.
Gotta go out there. Hold this.
I'll be back before it's done.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay.
Harper, how many smokers have you dated? Is that a deal breaker for you?
No. Recently?
Well, nobody smokes anymore.
Yeah. See, she's got a nice rack.
He put his sunglasses there and said he's going to be doing more important business later there, by the way. Might cut that out.
She's something else.
She's rough. Like, I wouldn't have been shocked if in that screenshot right there, a Adam's apple popped out.
That's nice.
Come on.
What?
Grow up. All right. Are we done with Barbara? No pun intended.
Why don't you get him on the show?
I wouldn't trust that it was that guy if he even reached out to me. I'd be like, you're just trying to play me. I'm not.
That's probably fake Stan Lane.
Just get Barbara on a show if you can't get Missy.
Right.
Get Barbara on instead of Missy.
It should be trying to get a date with Harper, not the other way around.
Oh, God, imagine what she looks like now.
25 years later.
Dead.
He's right, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is 25 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that long ago, though, man.
It's a quarter of a century ago, dude.
Yeah, but you know, she was living a wild, rough life.
And you know how wrestlers live.
Cruise around in her Pontiac Fiero.
Smoking and listening to Rat in 95.
In fucking Hall & Oates.
Nothing wrong with that. Being simple like that.
I'm out of time.
What are you making noise? Are you having a seizure?
I was trying to do Hall & Oates.
Well, maybe we should head to the very last time to the studio at Techwood.
I was going to ask, are we ready to get to Saturday night?
I am, because I'm sad.
You're sad. Hold on.
Let
me get the video going. This is it. This kind of sucks, huh?
End of an era.
Keep going, Doc.
End of an era.
Well, it was on April 1st. I would have thought they were lying to me in 1989.
Yeah. I
would have been trying to sniff out the joke.
Here it is, April the 1st, 1989, Saturday night on TBS. The show opens. They start us. We see a replay of Steamboat defeating Flair for the NWA World Title, and then we head to the studio where Michael Hayes continues to wear me out on his commentary, and that is when
was he out last week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Silva did not like him either. He was like,
he talks too much.
He was like, this boogaloo asshole.
Come on.
Silva was going off on him. Was he not, Harper?
Yeah.
He might want to show a little respect.
Hayes wears me out. But anyway,
at least he's dressed normal.
I guess you call that normal.
Is that what you call it?
He was dressed like Evel Knievel last week.
Well, how would you explain?
Go ahead, Doc.
How would you explain how he's dressed today?
He just got a white jacket on.
Unzipped to the very bottom that it could be.
Showing off that thick chest hair.
That wool carpet.
Yum.
You see him back in the day. Come here, baby. Put your head on this chest right here. Feel that manly hair? Jesus Christ.
How many girls named Barbara did he nail?
Harper, what do you think?
Oh, God. 100?
At least.
Yeah.
God, that's on the low end, man. I'd have went 350 at least. I mean, you got to realize, man, these guys had a different one in every town.
Yep.
At a different
7
town,
days a
night.
week. Twice on Sunday.
And it doesn't mean that it was only one girl.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that the stories with Flair and them at the Marriott, they got 20 of them up there, and it's 4 horsemen.
That's 5 per horseman.
I mean, they're stabbing one and stabbing the other like
Stabbing. Come on.
Grow up.
But like I said, Jim Ross, before we go to the first match, tells us this is the last broadcast from the hallowed halls of TBS Studio, which really does suck. April the 1st air, 1989, the last airing.
What are we going to do now?
We're going to keep going. Next week, they move to center stage. Now, again, center stage has a different feel. So let's keep it open mind. Now, we go to the first match. We get Shane Douglas defeats the Raider. JR finally promotes the Clash of the Champions that is going to air on the very next day, April the 2nd, 1989, with a rematch of Flair versus Steamboat from New Orleans. 2 out of 3 falls. So, hey, we're going to review that. It's going to be on Patreon at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Plus, all the other clashes are there and pay-per-views we've done are there as well. Doc, any thoughts on Douglas versus the Raider?
Has anybody got more mileage out of their alleged shoot job than Shane Douglas being a teacher?
I'm not following.
They mention it all the time. It's like, I was a teacher. He was a teacher. He's got a teaching certificate.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, they do mention that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question.
Okay.
They mentioned, you said that he finally pimps the Clash. Well, the Clash is at 2:30 on a Sunday. Is that a weird time?
Yeah, it's a weird fucking time.
Well, not only that, we're going to talk about, you weren't here last week. They haven't been promoting this Clash at all. And we fussed about that last week. And we're going to talk
That's
about
going to show by the gates, right?
No shit, Sherlock. We talked about that briefly last week, too. But we're going to talk a lot about that when we record the Clash.
Yeah.
60,000 person dome, 5,000 people in attendance. What about 4,000 giveaways? There you go. Okay. Harper, any thoughts on Douglas and the Raider?
No, he looks good.
Shane?
Yeah.
He's very young. And get ready.
Yeah.
The dynamic dudes are coming. I can't wait for Harper to see the video that him and Johnny Ace cut. Like the intro video, the video package they show for them.
Like a vignettes?
Yeah, basically, it's like a music video for them.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something that a lot of people won't like to hear. Probably you too, Mike. Raven was my favorite character in ECW, but in my opinion, Shane Douglas was the star. That franchise character was awesome.
Oh no, I agree with that. I mean, Shane's a bit of an asshole, but that doesn't mean I can't recognize the fact that he's.
Y'all not made up yet?
We kind of did at X-Rated, now that I think about it, last year. He's all right. That character was really, really good in ECW, though. Very good.
I agree.
Okay.
Is that the old assassin mask he's wearing?
It's basically the same thing. I don't know if that is it, but that's it. So we go to the next match. Bob Orton Jr. versus Dwayne Bruce. They got Bob Orton in here now because, well, Bob's going to be on the Clash, and he's going to be supposedly wrestling Murdoch tomorrow. So they're finally, as Harper and Silva and I talked last week, they're finally mentioning matches that are going to be on at the Clash. They hadn't done that yet. So
what a concept!
Yeah, no.
Again, They're finally mentioning it. They've had weeks to do so, but they haven't done it. So that was the main note.
Do you think it's because the TV company and Herd thought that the only quantity that they had was Flair, and so they only needed to talk about Flair and Steamboat?
No. We talked last week. It's because George Scott was an idiot, and he ended up getting fired because of this. But you and I, we'll talk more about that during the class.
That's fair. Okay, I'm ready. I'm not ready. I haven't watched it.
That's exactly what happened, though. That's what happened. So
okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who's a better wrestler?
Who?
Bob Orton or Randy Orton?
I mean, Bob Orton looks fucking great here.
Look at 7 minutes and 50 seconds.
I'm not a Randy Orton fan, so I'm the wrong person to ask that question to, Doc.
750 looks a little stiff.
Well, it's coming. We're at 742.
I'll just sit and wait for it.
It's coming. That?
Yeah.
When he drops him
on his head. You don't have to say it so casually. You mean when he dumps him on his fucking head? Hey, anybody want to guess how old Bob Orton is here?
42.
Okay. Mike?
Give me, it says 1989. Give me 44.
Hard living in the USA. 38.
Oh! Well, it's not fair. Maybe it's just because he always looked old because we were young. But to Harper's point, he looks good, doesn't he, Harper? I mean, he's in decent shape. I mean, he looks good.
I got no problem with what's going on here. With that.
No.
No, I don't. I actually think, Doc, like you said, you haven't seen a lot of this. Orton actually, I think, does some good stuff in '89. Like, I think he's a respectable heel. I have no problem with what they do with him in '89. He's not like going to be the big star or anything, but I think Orton in '89 is fine. He's placed well. So yeah. All right. Any other thoughts, Doc, on this match?
No, not really.
Harper, you? Do y'all have any notes from the promo that they play after the match? I don't have any. That's why I'm asking before I decide whether we play it or not.
They just don't call him Junior anymore, motherfucker.
I didn't have any specific notes other than it was short and effective and all it needed to be and nothing more.
I have something similar. Basically, they're trying to talk the people into the building for the match tomorrow with Murdoch. Which is what it should be.
24 hours before the shit starts.
All right. It should have happened before. I totally agree.
That's like saying you got drunk the night before the test and started cramming for the exam. It's a little bit late for that now.
Harper's got a point. This is airing at 6:05, and that shit's tomorrow at 2:30. It's not even 24 hours later.
But they didn't put ads out in the paper. They didn't do anything.
Dude, George Scott did not promote it at all. It was pitiful. Pitiful. But the match was good, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. All right, so we keep moving, and we go to, let me advance a little bit here. We go to Sullivan and Spivey versus Eddie Gilbert and Rick Steiner for the U.S. Tag Team titles. Now, I say for the U.S. Tag Team titles, but I didn't hear if the titles were on the line, so they dropped the ball here. And the reason I say that is because, let me go through my notes, and I'm going to get Doc's thoughts. Remember, Steiner and Gilbert are the champs, so, they would seem to be a defending. Oh, let me go back a second. Missy is out there with a white leather outfit, Harper. Did you have anything? What'd you think there?
I just want to marry her.
Really? Marry her?
Yeah.
Trying to get to it when they walk out, because All the Way Live is...
Oh, look at her right there.
Is appropriate. Here it comes. Look,
she had to be the hottest chick in wrestling at this time.
Didn't we vote her that one time?
Yeah.
Actually, I said Sonny because, Sonny's Sonny, dude.
Yeah, but in 1989, there's no
that's what I'm saying. Fuck
Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah, Missy's number one in '89.
Yeah.
White leather. Oh my Lord. Harper was probably in his room when this came on, and was cranking at this
Oh,
moment.
no doubt. I was probably cranking one off.
God.
I was like, I wish it had that fucking pause live TV back then.
Oh God! You think our generation was bad without it? Imagine if you had the pause live TV. Holy crap! All right, so Missy's out there with the light white leather. I'll tell you what, Spivey's promos are terrible, but his power moves in this match, they were fun to watch. He hit Steiner with a side slam, and he hit a big flying clothesline at one point. It really looked good. He was laying it in. Spivey softened up Steiner, and then Sullivan comes in and does his thing. Steiner eventually makes the hot tag to Gilbert. I thought the crowd was really into this. Gilbert hits Sullivan with the hot shot, but Spivey comes in and there's no pin. Not long after that, Sullivan kicks out of a schoolboy, and as Gilbert is trying to talk to Missy on the outside, Sullivan knees Gilbert in the back, and Gilbert flies into the post, and then Sullivan pins Gilbert. But, like I said, they never clarified if the belts were on the line. I assume they're not because the belts really didn't change hands. Gilbert and Steiner are still the champs. Very, very confusing. They should have taken care of things at the front end, but they never really said. At least I didn't catch it. Did I miss it, Doc?
No.
Airtight, brother. Airtight.
It was a good match, though. I mean, it just...
yeah. My note was even with Spivey involved, this is a big TV match.
Yeah. This was a little treat.
Missy cost her team, didn't she?
Yeah, because she was distracting Eddie, who was thinking about up, up, down, down later. And
yeah.
AB, select.
Trying to get the 30-man code on her.
That's right.
Ass.
The Contra code. Contra's Nicaraguan for Poontang. All right, show me 1735.
Harper's over.
The fists are flying here.
Orgasm. All right,
We're not
see.
even going to mess around.
Here it comes.
These two get after it.
Yeah,
Look at those punches.
Eddie's willing
firing
to do
up.
it.
Yeah.
Sullivan's selling it.
Yep. And Sullivan doesn't sell for just anybody.
Yeah.
So, here's the other thing. I do have a note asking if Michael Hayes was coked up here because he's talking way too much.
No, he's not. He's just horrible on commentary.
But what about 1438? He's got something to say there.
Okay, let me go back to it. Give me these timestamps out of sequence, Doc.
I know.
All right, so we're 1436. Here it is.
You know, I got a lot of broads, Jim Ross, but I don't bring them to work with me.
Ladies, Michael, ladies.
Ladies?
Yeah, ladies.
Okay.
I got a lot of prods, but I don't bring them to work.
Me neither.
That's some good advice.
Yeah.
I mean, how you gonna have a work rat if you bring your broad to work?
How's it broad that collects rocks?
I'm staying out of this.
We're all working from home now. Who knows?
Oh. Damn, y'all still working from home?
I don't know what I should say next. I mean, I feel like the next thing I say is either going to get me in trouble or get Mike mad at me for saying stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about on the air.
Well, hey, bro, you bury yourself if you want. I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, we're still working from home, Harper.
Okay.
That was good.
Airtight though on this, man. Where the title's up, why is there non-title on TV? That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So the match was good. The finish was weird, and the booking of the finish was obviously strange as well.
I mean, the finish, like the finish being Jesus. I am ordering that as soon as I get off this call.
Oh, God.
He sounds like, what's his name? DJ Master J from Run DMC over there.
Scratching the record. So here's why I don't mind the finish. They basically were trying to build up to the next day with the Clash when they were going to wrestle each other. So like
but they didn't
couldn't
tell
really
us what they were doing.
I agree, but they didn't. My point is, there's no way they were going to have a clean finish here with what supposedly was coming the next day.
I understand.
Gotcha. All right. Poor Eddie is distracted. Look at Eddie. He's just.
I mean, how
Missy.
could he not be distracted?
And hey, as Missy told us on Twitter, they were divorced by the end of the year. Somebody should have stepped in and filled the gap, if you know what I mean.
We're bridging the gap.
I don't think Doc knows what that means. It's an old commercial from New Orleans. Okay.
And I love how they said this promo is supposed to be right afterwards. And you can see Eddie Gilbert's wearing white tights. And they get the fake fucking crowd noise. And that's not even the same fucking picture that they normally have. Look how colorful that fucking picture is.
That's something behind it.
I don't know, bro. First I thought maybe he's wearing a towel. Then it was like, nah, he's just wearing white tights. It's just from something else.
Hey, Mike, Anthony Davis just limped to the back.
Great. I hope you're not joking.
No, I'm not. I thought you needed me up. You've been acting a little tired this show.
I appreciate it. So, Harper, if you remember, that's just a plastic thing that the World Championship logo is on. So I think that's just lights reflecting off of it because of the angle, and the studio is not full. So,
but everything else he pointed out was right on. That's a problem.
Oh yeah, Gilbert's got pants on and not whatever he should have had on. It was very it wasn't good. Let's be real, it wasn't.
It's
good.
a television company.
That's a television company.
Hey, right there. We're going to the danger zone. Harper, does Jack Victory there look like Dennis Leary?
I guess, yeah. I guess I can see that.
Yeah, I actually can see that too, Doc.
Okay.
All right. So, any other thoughts on Steiner and Gilbert?
No.
Let's go to the danger zone with Gary Hart and the Great Muta. Here we go.
It's present day on my show. First of all, today, being that I'm such a generous, magnanimous host on the Danger Zone, I got Randy Rose some aspirin for his AT&T hangover. Ask my buddy, Secret Service Jack Victory. Here you go, my man. Go take some pictures with Wade Boggs and hang out with Pete Rose a little bit. And as for you, the American public, my present to you, the sexiest manager in professional wrestling, Gary Hart, the richest manager ever from the Orient, Mr. Hiro Matsuda, and the next great legend in professional wrestling, the Great Muta. And you know, Gary, I've known you for a very, very, very long time, and this is the most impressive athlete I have ever seen you bring into the United States.
Just the past week, Pauline, we've been throughout the United States in some of the big arenas. And as you have watched yourself, he is becoming quickly the sensation of the National Wrestling Alliance. Never before in the history of wrestling will a young man climb to the top as quickly as this young man here. You know, in America, you send your kids to preschool.
Yeah.
He went to the dojo. The dojo means the gym, the training center. He trained in all forms of the martial arts and in basic catch.
You see that? That's the thing, Gary. You know, I have studied tapes from around the world. I've studied tapes from Singapore. I've studied tapes from Japan. I've studied tapes from Hong Kong. I've studied tapes from France. And every single solitary wrestling style, this man has incorporated into his own. He's a master of all the styles, but he kind of reminds me of one guy in particular, and that's why I kind of find it strange that he's with you.
Well, let me suggest this to you, that I am going to say something and give you a scoop right here on national TV. The reason he reminds you so much of the Great Kabuki
That's the one.
is because he is the son of the Great Kabuki.
Makes sense now, doesn't it? This is the son of the Great Kabuki. This man comes from the same genes as the greatest wrestler ever from Japan. But I'll be honest with you, Gary, you know why that doesn't impress me all that much? Because he is greater than Kabuki ever was.
Oh,
he is faster, he is quicker, he is more agile, and I'll be very honest with you, Gary, and no disrespect towards you, Mr. Matsuda, I think that this man is without question, next to a Nissan 300ZX Turbo, the greatest product to ever come out of the Orient, ever.
You know what proves your point so clear? None of you Gaijin Americans have the guts to get in the ring with him. So all you Gaijins, come and try him.
You're a handsome devil. That's all they deserve. Thanks for coming on the Danger
You know
Zone.
what Gaijin is, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm a smart guy. See you next week.
All right, Doc, any thoughts on the Danger Zone?
I thought that was the best one so far.
Yes, definitely.
And
It
it actually had the semblance of a decent segment. I really do like the angle that Muda is Kabuki's son because Gary Hart had Kabuki.
Yes, that's true. Which, by the way, he's not, for anybody out there wondering, but
What's that got to do with a damn thing? Lance Von Erich wasn't a Von Erich.
Yeah.
don't tell Lance that. No, I'm kidding. Lance knows that.
Which one?
Yeah, I thought this was the best Danger Zone yet. That
And
really
so
was.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed this. I don't think Matsuda needs to hang out anymore, but I'm
Dude,
sure he'll be
real,
moving out of
bro.
the way here in a minute anyway.
Ugh. I wish I had his job, bro. You get paid to stand there, be like a little Japanese statue.
I thought that was going to be worse than what it was. when
That
it
got
started.
close. We're gonna need you to watch that.
Man,
You get canceled, Harper.
oh no. What? Oh God.
Can you imagine if somebody tried to cancel Harper?
They can cancel me. Good.
Everybody loves you, Harper. Nobody's trying to cancel you.
Oh.
Not
Anything
yet.
said on this show is strictly entertainment.
There's our blanket statement. Now we can say whatever we want.
Oh.
No,
oh,
I mean
no.
you can't say whatever you want, but it's like, God, it's a freaking wrestling show about wrestling. It's 30 years old. Like
You have people that get upset about that, though, huh?
I do, and it's crazy. I'm like, we ain't building a rocket here. We're this ain't quantum physics. This is Southern wrestling, which was some of the most offensive stuff on the planet, if you're gonna be honest. Like, how do you talk? Like, that's the thing. You're talking about stuff that was offensive.
Bruh, when we get Cornette back on the show, and he'll come on sometime soon. I gotta tell him there's one way where our podcast beats his podcast up and down the street.
How's that?
My podcast doesn't require me to watch new wrestling. I avoid that shit.
Yeah,
Boy.
fuck that.
He's booked himself into a shoot with that shit.
Yeah.
You heard what I told Blassie though, didn't you, Doc?
I don't know.
Did you listen to the bonus show?
I don't know. What's he doing? When was that?
I just like, look, man, Corny's been really great to us. No ifs, ands, or buts. At the same time, I can't hate watch stuff. Like, it's not
I
happening.
can't either. I can listen to him hate on it
Yeah.
sometimes because it's kind of funny when he blows a gasket. But, I mean, I don't love this show enough to subject myself to watching that much wrestling. That's new.
No.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
we got to watch 85 through 88 NWA. I'll take that.
Amen.
Amen.
After the Danger Zone, which again was the best one so far, Harper, you said you agreed. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean that was the best one yet. Better when it's Sting on there, just fucking making noises. and fucking Junkyard Dog just tune the ball.
You know who he really needs on there? Sheik. Ron Simmons just spiked Bucky Siegler like a football on his head on that pile driver.
Yeah.
That's the next
pile
match.
Drive him into Kaboom
This
Town.
match went way too long, man.
Watch this again. Oh, that guy doesn't know how to take a pile driver. That's a problem. Oh my God. He messed up. That guy don't know how to take a pile driver.
He's hurt. That guy's hurt. Watch him. He's legit hurt.
Oh my God. He
Now watch it. He's hurt.
Oh God.
He
put
doesn't
his
put
hands
his
down.
He doesn't put his hand. His hand should be on Ron
He's hurt.
Simmons'
Right.
Watch him.
thighs.
Simmons is hot. Now he's going to stretch it.
He damn near broke his neck. Now he's going for the legs.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. Well, as you can tell, Ron Simmons defeats this poor sap. Doc, any thoughts?
He defeated that poor sap.
He spiked pile driver. He spiked him on his head like a football.
I'm surprised
Woo!
his head didn't split open like a grape.
Doc, so after this match, did you have any thoughts on the Steamboat promo?
On the what?
Steamboat promo after this match.
No, none whatsoever.
Yeah, same old. You know.
I do want to say this about him. He was all right building up the match with him and Flair tomorrow, saying he needs the match. He, as a fighting champion, it's very noble. He wants to prove it wasn't a fluke. And that's that, which I thought was really good because you're the face. You don't want to hear this, oh, it was a fluke. You want to show, look, no, I'm going to give him a rematch, but it wasn't a fluke. I beat him fair and square. So I thought that was fine. Good stuff leading into tomorrow night. The Road Warriors defeat John Brewer and Snake Brown up next. They beat down these saps quickly. This Brewer guy, he screwed up the finish. And Animal is such a strong beast.
Oh
that
yeah, man.
he was strong enough to muscle him over. Trying to get to it on the video. Doc, thoughts?
It looked tenuous there for a second, trying to hit that finish.
Like,
how would you like to be upside down on the turnbuckle and have that shit happen?
He's lucky. Animal's just strong enough to muscle him. I mean, watch, here it goes. Animal's got him, and
Jeez.
God.
he almost fell. Yeah, Animal, dude, you know how strong you got to be to catch that guy right there?
Because he didn't catch, he grabbed him by his arm, basically.
Animal truly showed how strong he was. I love when Harper laughs at the botches because, like, watch it. The guy, like, almost falls. It's great.
We're surprised. I'm surprised we haven't seen somebody actually get murdered on the show.
Look, here goes. Here goes.
He goes right there. Wait, let me.
What?
I love watch Hawk.
Just walk away.
No. Before, when.
Did you mute yourself,
Right
Harper?
at the end.
Oh, yeah, because Hawk's trying to put him in place.
He's like, man, fuck you, bro. He's like, here.
Take what you get.
Yeah, the guy's trying to hold on to Hawk as Hawk is trying to pass him off to Animal, and Hawk is like, dude, get off of me.
And then Hawk comes over and cuts a vicious promo.
Oh, yeah, we're going to listen to that. What did you say, Harper?
And there's Hawk fucking looking back at him like, you asshole. It's like, get the fuck off me.
Piece of shit.
Yep.
Animal is strong. To catch that dude, that's dead weight falling. That's what made wrestling great back then. The strength of these guys. All right. Doc, any other thoughts before we go to Hawk's promo? I guess he went and got a beer. Let's go to Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors.
World Tag Team Champions less than 24 hours away in the Superdome against Rotunda and the Doctor for the belt.
Well, I'm sure a lot of bad things were said behind our backs while we were beating up half of Japan. And then we took a vacation. We went to Hawaii. And I was so proud of Animal and myself because we only got in 6 fights between the two of us while we were on vacation. April 2nd, the Superdome in New Orleans. The Road Warriors against the Varsity Club. The belts are on the line. And we never lose. And we certainly won't lose to the likes of you. The Road Warriors have a little bit of fire right under the seat of their pants. We're
Oh, it locked up.
What the fuck?
and we will walk out with the belts because we are the best. We snack on danger, we dine on death.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Death, Mike Rotunda, the showdown with the Road Warriors tomorrow here in the Superstation. We'll see the Samoan SWAT team.
Hawk was about that life right there, Doc. What'd you think?
And it's not like he was saying any super duper pop worthy lines, but he had such a believability and an intensity there that just it was jumping through the screen. And for that, it's like, man, you said it. These guys, this is no joke.
You mean it's business. They went to Japan, they whooped some tail, now they're here. Oh yeah.
They stopped off to kick some ass on the way home.
Mm-hmm. They're ready for Dr. Death and Rotunda, man.
And you better believe they're keeping the belts.
Oh yeah. We'll see. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we gotta see what happens, man.
We should buy a ticket.
We should. Well, no, they're free.
Oh yeah, why buy a ticket?
Well, what Silva said last week, Doc, was he was like, man, I went to Ticketmaster, got my tickets. He's like, fuck, if I'd have known they gave out 4,000 tickets, I wouldn't have bought no damn tickets.
Where did they give them out at?
I don't know, but they papered the town according to every news publication you read at the time. Like, they basically sold 1,000 tickets. I got it in my notes. I got the exact amount. They basically sold 1,000 and gave away, like, almost 4.
That's fucking pitiful.
Yeah. Once again, everybody,
They probably gave them away like car dealerships and like at the mall or something.
They should have given them away to rats and made the rats blow them before they got a ticket.
Why you see, Mike?
You know what's funny about them giving them away? So let's say, here's something I just thought about. So let's say like almost 4,000 people showed up that were giveaway tickets, right? Well, what if they actually gave out like 10,000 and only 4,000 showed up?
Damn.
Because think about that.
That would be a WCW thing to do.
Well, no, but my point is, everybody they gave a ticket to didn't go. So, like, they gave out more than what showed up is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That'd be...
You breaking up, Doc. What?
What?
You breaking up.
Am I?
Yes. What did you say?
That would have been sad to give out even more tickets.
One of them things. All right. We go from the Road Warriors to the Samoan SWAT team. They defeat Jim Bryant and Troy Aldridge. Doc, thoughts?
No.
Harper?
Samoans look good, man.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
Underrated tag team during this era in NWA. Because they are good.
They are good.
Believable. Hit some moves. They're vicious.
They're
look at that.
Powerful, they're tough, and they're also aerial.
That pile driver, that DDT from the rope just
that
now
was fucking devastating.
Dude, that looked vicious. Like, look at it. He sets him up. Bam, bitch. Like, literally. Here it goes again. That guy didn't know what was coming either. God, oh my God. He spiked him like a football. All right. Yeah, I thought this was good. After that, we go to the Great Muta, who defeats Cruel Connection 1 and 2. They book a handicap match here. So we see Muta get his stuff in. Doc, any thoughts?
Handicap match. I kind of like that idea that they're really positioning him as a... Usually handicap matches are for much bigger guys, or the Big Show, the Giant, the Vader. And I like it that he's smaller and just whipping ass.
Harper, any thoughts?
He's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The Muda, Great Muda is like I say, it's hard to you see why it was hard for him to Jesus Harper. God. You see why it was hard for him to remain a heel, to be honest, because he's so great that you're like, damn, he does so much flashy stuff. You're like, oh my God, this guy's awesome. Look at that. But Muda wins with ease. Okay. Doc, any other thoughts before I go to the next promo?
No, sir. I mean, no, yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I mean, what?
Let's go to JYD.
Welcome back, fans. Jim Ross here with the Junkyard Dog, and if one man is certainly well known in the city of New Orleans, in the state of Louisiana, and in the Superdome, it's the Junkyard Dog.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to do it, man. It's not going to be nothing about wrestling. I'm trying to tussle or do this. It's going to be a natural fight. And when the people down in New Orleans know when the dog say, I'm going to get down and fight. I'm going to get down ghetto style like I'm a knife war. I'm going to do it right. I got my main man, Captain Nappyhead, Butch Reed, with his hair fried and dyed laid to the side. But right here in New Orleans tomorrow, baby, we going to rock this house.
I want to tell you something. There's a young man here that's made quite a name for himself, Ranger Ross. I know you've almost like taken him under your wing, so to speak, and giving him encouragement.
I'm going to bring him into the neighborhood, man, and try to get Ranger Ross to do the things right. I'm going to let him float in the building, so to speak, because we got a grand interest that I'm bringing to New Orleans once again to light that place right up on fire.
All right, fans, the big fight tomorrow, the Junkyard Dog and Hacksaw Butch Reed. And now let's bring Ranger Ross to the ring for our next event here.
JYD says he is doing it Night Ward style.
What ward were you in, Mike?
I grew up in the 8th.
No joke. I just didn't know. I was just asking.
Okay. I thought you had something slick coming behind you.
No, I mean, it's all a ghetto, so, I mean, it's just counting them off. Hey, you're not going to believe me? I thought that was the best JYD's been since he's been in the Fed.
It was good. 6 years earlier.
He was good there.
6 years earlier in 1983, they had something with JYD and Butch Reed during the summer of 1983. April of 1989. I don't know if they got something here with this match that's happening tomorrow, but hey, give Dog credit for cutting a good promo.
Here's a preview for the Clash. It's going to go on too long. That's for damn sure.
10 matches.
It was really sad watching JYD and Reed from the Clash. We'll talk about it.
It's not 10 matches.
Oh.
Hey, bruh. All right. Harper, any thoughts on JYD right there?
He sounds like he's from New Orleans. That's for damn sure.
Well, they say he's from Charlotte tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they switch it up a lot. All right. So we keep it moving. You heard right there, Jim Ross announced Ranger Ross was coming out. So Ranger Ross defeats Paul Brown. That kick that Ranger Ross does is very much
the Ranger kick, right?
The limp dick kick is what I call
that.
It.
Come on, the guy's a war hero. He was a Grenada.
When did you ever do anything for your country?
Yeah, he was just doing his job.
What are you making it about me? I just said the kick is terrible.
You made it about him. You called him limp dicked.
I said the kick was limp.
Okay.
He looks like your boy in I Want to Get You Sucker.
Come on.
You remember when he wore like all the army shit?
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Dirty mother. Don't you say that. Great movie.
Great movie? Oh, boy.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Dude, when he got out of jail and he was walking with the fish tank shoes. Oh, God. All right. Okay. Doc, any thoughts on Ranger Ross here?
Can't say that I have any.
No.
All right. So we go to the next thing. It is Paul Lee introduces Jack Victory and says he is going to be the next U.S. champion. And Luger and Victory are supposed to have a match at the Clash tomorrow. So, hey, stay tuned and Check out our
God.
Clash special on our Patreon feed. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to play it. Doc, any thoughts from what Paul Lee said?
Well, this is going to be Jack Victory's first television, you know?
First television what? You broke up again.
His first win on TV.
As Jack Victory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, did you hear Michael Hayes through that?
No, what did he say?
They had some kind of back and forth with JR, and Hayes says he should ask Hiro Matsuda for a Benihana franchise.
Yeah, what's that?
You don't know what Benihana is, Harper? You really don't know what that is?
What?
Benihana.
What is it?
Y'all don't have Benihanas in South Louisiana?
No.
Okay. It's basically a hibachi restaurant, like a chain.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't catch it, Doc, but I got to be honest. Michael Hayes is wearing me out on commentary to know.
He is talking way too much.
He doesn't shut up, so you start tuning him out.
It was worse last week because he was shooting promos as well.
Yeah, he just like getting him. See,
is it just me? Is it just me? Or is Jack Victory? That's not the most flattering get-up you could have.
Dude, what the fuck is he wearing?
He looks kind of fat there. And then he's got to put on his glasses and hat or whatever to get the win.
Well, like, I don't know. I had the same note, Harper. I don't know what the hell he's wearing. It's supposed to be a Secret Service outfit, but it looks like a goddamn flight outfit.
It looks like the bad guys in like the A-Team. It's like something they would wear.
That too.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is, man. I know it's terrible.
He looks fatter here than he does in the danger zone.
He looks fatter here than he did in the Russian assassin gimmick too.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They had the singlet and the spandex. I don't know, man. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's not flattering though in the least bit. So that's that.
Oh yeah, Paul Jones. Forgot about him. He's gone.
Yeah. Doc, any other thoughts on this before we keep going?
Mm-mm.
All right, so we go immediately from that to Doc's favorite wrestler in the promotion. Let me see if I can get to it. Doc, you want to set this up? We've got Sting versus Mike Rotunda.
I got a question. We got Sting versus Mike Rotunda, and I need to know, where is this?
The center stage.
Oh, is it?
Yes. I'm sorry. I should have said that. So it's crazy because this is literally the last show at center stage. But where this match is
the last show at Techwood.
That's what I mean. So that last show in the studio at Techwood, but this is actually center stage, and you can tell from the lights and the way the entrance is that they come out from.
Yeah, because it's obvious it's some kind of arena, but it looks small.
Yeah, it's center stage, and you'll notice it more like once they're in center stage every week. You'll be like, okay, yeah, that's the entrance where they all come from. So what's weird is it's the last show at Techwood, but it's crazy because they actually end the show with the last match being from center stage. So it's kind of strange when you think about it like that. But anyway, we got Sting versus Mike Rotunda for the NWA World TV title here, and this is Doc's moment of glory.
So Jack Victory won the last match.
Oh God! Look at those curtains
in the studio.
It's like they're walking out to like the fucking sock hop at the fucking in like the fucking middle school. It's like they're walking to the gym, like in the Wonder Years, to go to the fucking sock hop.
Salty Harper, Doc.
If we're talking Wonder Years, can I get it Winnie Cooper?
Yeah.
Y'all need to grow up.
We need Winnie Cooper to grow up so we can get some of that.
She's hot.
Really?
She's smoking, and she's smart too.
Yeah.
You could be banging her, and she'd be talking about like algorithms and shit.
She's like, this is why they got the alphabet and math, motherfucker.
y'all need to grow up and get control of yourself.
I've got control of a certain part of myself right now. Or she's published papers.
Yeah, she's a mathematician.
Yeah.
How about that?
I can't believe, all of a sudden you're worried about a woman's brain, Harper. Usually you're worried about the bunghole.
Like, come on, man.
Come on.
Tell me the lie. Show me the
call her
lie.
Double B. She has beauty and brains.
And a butt.
And a butt. And boobs. Well, she's the 4B.
He's changing it on the fly as he's breathing into that mic.
Hey, this is
All
a big
right.
match.
Okay, this match, let me tell y'all something. I liked it being here instead of the studio, and I'm going to tell you why. There's more people. They're really into it. Sting does a dive over the top rope at one point in Rotunda, and the crowd goes nuts. They go nuts. Just the people were into this match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I usually don't like the people all around the ring, but I thought it really helped to have the Varsity Club out there, and then having Sting and Luger and Steamboat come out of nowhere. I thought that was a nice touch.
Well, yeah, because the whole point of that was to even up the odds out there. Because the Varsity Club comes out there. What?
Oh, shit. I'm missing a number here, so we're going to be guessing.
Oh, no.
What time stamp are you at?
102.18.
Can you hit me 105.50?
Let's see if it'll do it, because this thing loves getting stuck when you advance. 105.50.
Yeah.
All right. 105.40 right here. What are we looking for?
I don't know. I said, what the fuck? So we'll see what it is. Yeah, that. Oh, no.
It's a nice
I was
missing
a number. I shouldn't be writing these notes down when I'm drunk.
Hey, is this the first time? There. That was it. Yeah. Rotunda went for a leg drop. Watch it. Here it comes. Rotunda goes for a leg drop on Sting and gets caught with Sting moving, but he still lands on him.
Yeah, there you go.
He picks Sting up and goes for another move. So what you were saying was the Varsity Club, they're out there, but Luger comes out as well to kind of help out the odds.
And Steamboat.
To make sure. Steamboat too. Luger and Steamboat come out to be like, nah, y'all not going to get involved in this. We got this.
Is this the first time we've seen Nick Patrick?
I think so. Thinking the same thing.
I think so. Look at that. Look at that move.
That's a
the
big
crowd
move
went nuts.
That time. Yeah. Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Outside of Ric Flair, and we've talked about that, who is better to wrestle with a green Sting than Mike Rotunda? And my answer is no one.
Well, I don't know if we've seen it, but I'd say Sullivan would be fine.
Yeah, Sullivan.
But Rotunda's going to have that real technical amateur sort of teaching him that kind of stuff. Sullivan, who we love, and I love Sullivan more than I love Rotunda, but Sullivan is more the chops and punches. He's going to get to experience getting put in holds here. I say Rotunda's probably, other than Rick, is the best opponent he could have in 1989 for his development.
Would you also consider Arn into that? I know Arn's not here at this moment.
Yeah, but he's not here, though.
He's not here. I'm saying right now, in the promotion of current roster, I think if they'd have paired him up with Rotunda for longer than even this, but this is good for him.
Yeah, this is good for Sting because they have a good match. To be honest with you,
This is a good match, and the problem is Sting is capable of having a good match in '89 with the right opponent.
You can say that about a lot of guys, though, Doc.
Yeah, but Sting's the guy we're trying to put the rocket ship on.
I'm just saying you can make that statement about a lot of guys.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why Rick is special for saying he can have 3-star with a mop. I get it.
Yeah. It's very true. But yeah, no. This is a good match, man. Look, they're working this hammerlock, and it's overhead lock in there.
Man, I've gotten a far bigger renewed appreciation for Mike Rotunda than I ever had watching this Varsity Club run.
You agree, Harper?
Yes, but it's gonna come to an end.
Well, everything ends.
Yeah, but it's a horrible end.
Oh,
Captain Mike.
Right.
Sea Captain, because that is so much better.
Yeah. It's like who fucking sits him down and be like, okay, Mike, you're doing really great here. We're glad you're here, but we're gonna change your gimmick up. We're gonna make you a sailor. You can be a sailor.
Why? I can't swim.
Why? I wasn't in the Navy, but I'm telling you, they're gonna come out dressed like the Cracker Jack Kid, and it's gonna be fucking great.
Oh, really? Well, I took a few accounting classes in college. Could I be an accountant?
Yeah.
No, we want you to be a sea captain.
I major in psychology at Delgado. Can I be like a therapist? Nah.
Keep in mind, this is the same company that brings out the ding dongs in just a short couple of months.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
Isn't that fucking crazy? They got a bona fide fucking wrestler at a wrestling promotion, and that's not gonna work.
This isn't what we want.
Yeah.
So we go back to this match, and these two are going after it, and this is fantastic stuff. So the way the finish starts to go down, Sting gets Rotunda in the Scorpion Deathlock, but Sullivan gets in the ring and hits Sting while the ref is distracted. But Sting gets his foot on the rope when they go for the 3 count. Rotunda gets a couple of other false finishes in on Sting, but the crowd, I'm telling you, they are electric. And Sting simply won't stay down. You can see him if you're watching the video version, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Every time there's a 2 count and he kicks out, the fans are up. I mean, it is loud in center stage. And center stage doesn't hold that many people, but it's freaking loud. It's electric in there. Eventually, out of nowhere, Sting catches Rotunda coming off the top rope and rolls up Rotunda, and Sting wins the NWA World TV title. New TV champion, man called Sting. Doc, I know you love this. He finally got a title. You thought he was going to get one right away, but I told you it was going to take a while. We got Sting. He's our champion. What do you think?
He's your champion. I'm still following Mike Rotunda.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not my president.
Nope.
Here it comes. He's going to go for the Scorpion Deathlock. I thought this was great, man. This is one of my favorite matches in a while on TV.
It's pretty good.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. And it was important for Sting to get something going there. He needed that. He had been kind of wandering around with Butch Reed and shit for a while, so this is good for him.
Yeah, he's just been farting around a lot.
Right, so this has been needed.
Yeah. Watch right here when he go 1, 2, when he gets his foot on the rope. You can't hear it, but the crowd goes nuts when that happened, and they really go nuts when he wins. But I don't know, man. Like,
hey, man, dumbasses everywhere like Sting.
Come on.
What?
Even his face came off during this match.
You said it yourself, Harper. He's not who you thought he was when you were
10. Yeah.
Yeah, but Doc, one thing you can't deny is the people loved him.
That's great.
This is the beginning of him being that fucking top guy.
Sure.
Doc, you can't deny the people loved him.
Can't deny me. Why
loved
would you
him.
Want to? You need me.
Here comes the pin in a second.
You like Jay-Z?
Yeah, why? He's all right.
Everybody likes Hubby, you know.
Here it is.
1, 2, 3.
Sheik wins.
My friend Sting, he win title. He bang all the rats tonight.
The Sheik.
Look, they're carrying Sting out. Carrying. You know, I just realized he's got the bag of money. I wonder if he won the 10,000 too.
He did. They said that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Forgot about that.
They said that during the match. The money was there.
No, what I'm saying is I didn't. When I was taking my notes, I didn't realize because it happens so quick. When they carry him off, he's got the money in his left hand.
Always get the money, dog.
Oh yeah, it's all about the money. Doc, any thoughts though? Sting wins, and all of our fans out there that are listening
I'm not
to
gonna
us
shit
that
on it
love
like
us.
you think I would. He needed a belt at this point. I'm perfectly comfortable with what happened. I think it's the right move. If you're gonna, call this from hindsight, and I'm good with it, man.
5-star match from Sting. That's what you're saying.
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
Hold
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
minus 2 stars.
No, 5 stars. Okay, 5 stars. Yep, Sting wins 5 stars.
All right.
Enjoy the title on Rotunda and just put the Southwestern States title on Sting.
Yeah, where's Zabisco with that belt?
Yeah.
Leave that garbage alone.
He took that shit to the AWA and threw it in a trash can.
Probably. All right, so if you ever asked in some trivia who was the last match at the studio that aired on TV, it would be Jack Victory got that win. So there you go. There's some trivia no one's ever going to ask you about. He beat Don Sanders. Jack Victory wins. And then the actual last match on the show that had the stuff from the studio doesn't even take place in the studio. It happens at center stage. And that's when Sting becomes champion, NWA TV title. But the very last promo from the studio, they leave it to the man that it should be, and that is Ric Flair. And let's go to him right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. I know you know Mr. Matsuda, Michael.
Very well.
Yeah, Benny Hunter franchise and all. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 out of 3 falls tomorrow. History could be made in the Superdome tomorrow right here on the Superstation live on TBS.
Well, Mr. Ross, Michael Hayes and I have not always seen eye to eye, but I'm sure Big Mike will tell you that tomorrow in New Orleans, when Ric Flair walks that aisle to recapture the one and only World's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, he will be on a course action that he will take nothing but a positive yes for. In other words, Ric Flair, Slick Rick, woo, Space Mountain is going for number 6. You got it? 6 times. I'm going to be the best in the world. And for anybody out there watching television right now, if you want to see the 2 best athletes in the world compete for the most coveted trophy in all of professional sports, you tune in the Raging Cajun, because we're talking about the World's Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. And I don't care what you read or what you might think, there's only one. And tomorrow, Ric Flair is going to put it around his waist for the 6th time if it takes 60 minutes to do it. Think about it. Woo! The National Wrestling Alliance, the Raging Cajun, be there. Woo!
All right, fans, from the Nature Boy. It'll happen live here on Superstation TBS. 2 out of 3 falls.
This thing gets on my nerves. I mean, you talk about obnoxious.
What do you mean obnoxious?
Obnoxious. I just heard, he had his hands in the trunks. Now he said he's going to put the title on the line tomorrow. The Raging Cajun.
So we're going to have 4 championship
4
matches
championship
tomorrow.
matches.
Fans, tomorrow, 10 great matches in all. 4 championships will be decided. 3:30 Eastern Time, live here on the Superstation. For Michael P.S. Hayes, I'm Jim Ross, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern from the Superdome, live on the Superstation.
Hayes is wearing me out as he's posing, showing his nipple to the TBS crowd. Just, God darn, just... But Ric Flair closes out the studio show in style as only he can, trying to talk him into the building. Doc, what'd you think? Okay, he went and got a White Claw. Harper, your thoughts?
I guess they're trying to get Flair to talk him into the building.
Gee, what a novel concept this late in the game.
Yeah, I know. Like, fucking, 14 hours until it starts. Dude, do you know how much money they fucking had to lose on this?
A lot.
Just to rent out the building, for the travel. Oh, God.
Rent out the bill. I don't know what the Superdome costs now to rent out for a night. I can't imagine.
Let's rent it out. I mean, shit, they got to be. Right now, it's got to be cheaper than it'll ever be again.
Yeah.
Let's just. The three of us rent it out and sit 60 yards from each other and drink beer.
Here's a teaser. Here's a teaser as we tease, the Clash. Sign up, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. That's how you can become a patron. You can get all the Clashes there. You can get all the pay-per-views we've done, plus over 200 other episodes. I think we're above 300 now on the Patreon feed that you can get. But seriously, here's a teaser about how bad the audience was. The lights are turned down so dark in the building.
I got a lot of notes about that, pal.
Okay, so there you go. We'll talk about that too, along with the attendance and everything else. We might talk more about the lack of attendance than we will some of the matches.
I don't know. I got a lot of notes so far. I mean, I'm watching this thing. We got to watch these things in chunks when you got kids. Yeah, but I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. I love wrestling, though.
I just don't know what made them think they were going to get more than 10,000 people in there.
Well, when George Scott messes it up, I could see. Well, see, Harper, I don't know if they wanted. I think they were targeting like 20,000 or so. And at the time, Harper, you got to remember, at the time in New Orleans, there was no New Orleans Arena or Smoothie King Center. The only options you had was the Lakefront Arena or the Municipal. So I'm in their mind, they're probably thinking, well, we can get 20 in there. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what made them think they were going to get more.
This is a Clash discussion because I actually have this as a discussion question for the group on this. So hold it, okay. hold your fire.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it then. Okay. So that's how they go off air. Ric Flair, doing his thing and good stuff, trying to talk him into the building. With all that said, we got to rate this thing. We got to hand out some Rolexes. Before we do so, I want to remind everyone, I talked about becoming a Patreon member, so please consider becoming one and get access to all those shows, including the Clash that we're about to do. But also consider or use our Amazon referral link. It's tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. Great way to support this show without spending anything extra. If you're already shopping on Amazon, please use that link each and every time you shop on Amazon. Give that link to the wives, girlfriends, side pieces, boyfriends, whatever you got in your life. Hell, family members too. Give it to the family members. Your mom, your dad, anyone, cousins, aunts, uncles, all that stuff. Say, hey, look, there's this podcast. It's a small-time organization, but they do great work. Give them the link, tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon.
This is a great way to support an independent, black-owned business.
That's right, man. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Harper's over there getting excited. Harper's over there getting excited. That's nice. Y'all are
black-owned and operated, bitches.
The gangsters the gangsters are. What does this say? What did he say? What did New Jack say?
The gangsters are black-owned and black-operated. I got a college education and a criminal
record. That's right.
That's Mike.
There we go. So, no, I do not have a criminal record.
If you give it to your mom, just grab that old spunk bag by the hand and show her how to use it because old people can't do anything right.
A spunk. Wow. Say a spunk bag?
Yeah, she's just a fucking vessel.
A bag of spunk.
Just filled up with cum.
Hey, Sheik, what is spunk bag, Doc? What you talk about? You talk about your own mother like that. No, you should not. Look, I see you in your Speedo last week. You look like Little Dick McCoy with Speedo on, okay? Now, shut up. Let's do rating. Mr. Mike, get back to show. Okay, Sheik just does run-ins. All right, Doc, What were you saying? Are we gonna rate this? What are we doing?
Yeah,
here?
let's rate it, man. I love rating things.
Last
you get an
show in the studio, A+.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's an A.
Y'all are both marks.
I mean, you had that great tag team match. You had
Yep.
Sting won the
What are you
TV
really
title.
giving it, Mike? Come on, be serious.
I'll give it an A. I really will. I mean, there was a good long tag match in there. You had the match with Sting. I mean, you got to give that credit. That was a hell of a match with him. I thought it was an overall really, really solid show. So I'm going to give it an A. I mean, Sting wins the NWA TV title. Don't get me wrong. Promos weren't all that great. I mean, you didn't have a ton of smack talk. Road Warriors, Hawk did a really good job in his, though. The Danger Zone was solid finally. You know, Bob Orton was in there. I'm giving it an A. The long tag match, U.S. tag titles, it gets an A. I mean, it was a good show.
All right.
What are you giving it?
I thought it was a good show too. Actually, I'm gonna say B+.
Okay. You just got to be a curmudgeon, don't you?
Yeah. A curmudgeon.
A curmudgeon.
Do you know what a curmudgeon? You know what a curmudgeon is, Harper?
What?
I know that Grace King education ain't the greatest. That's why I gotta ask. See, he likes to make fun of me and my 20-year degree. So I'm gonna get him back. Spell it out, Harper. Put it in your Google.
Did it start with a CRK?
That's why you listen to the end of the show, because there's gold this deep. You got to dig deep if you want the gold.
Harper, here, I'm gonna spell it for you. Okay, you ready? C. U.
K.
R. M.
Ma.
U.
U.
D.
B.
D.
D.
Harper's hooked on. Harper's hooked on phonics.
E. N. Curmudgeon.
All right, come on.
Make him say,
All right, Harper, while you're looking it up, what did you rate it?
He gave
it
Okay, so I gave it an A, you gave it an A, Doc gave it a B+, because he's a curmudgeon. All right, well, I'm going to go with the Rolex first, too, even though I went with the rating first. Man called Sting. Doom, doom, doom. Man called Sting.
That's right.
Doom, doom, doom. Man called Sting. Ow! Ow! How's he do that stupid scream? Give me Sting. Doc, who are you giving yours to?
Man, it was short and sweet, but I'm going with Hawk.
You just can't give Sting credit, can you? Show me on the doll where Sting touched you.
It was. Is there a place where boredom exists on this doll?
I sick. You not talk about Sting like that, Doc. If you do, I'd fuck you in the ass. I'd humble you, make you bitch.
Okay, shoot. Calm down. I thought you were going to bed earlier.
You're really giving it. Hawk was good, but come on, give Sting some credit.
Hawk.
Jesus Christ. Harper, did you look up curmudgeon yet, or are you ready to give your Rolex?
How you spell it?
Oh, the fuck on.
All right, let's just go with the Rolex, Harper, because Doc's got to run.
I want to give it to, Sting, man.
See?
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning.
It's the first of the month.
He's going to be wearing those fucking roos on the surfboard.
That's right. That's coming shortly. I'm glad you know. All right, so Doc gave his to Hawk. Me and Harper gave ours to Sting, who is your new NWA World TV Champion. Why are y'all talking about it like it's real? Yes, we do talk about it like it's real because it is real to us. All right, before we get out of here, a couple of quick things I want to mention, and I'll throw it to Doc or Harper if they got anything else. First off, check out Our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn, the northern version of BTT, slightly classier, a little bit more professional, but still fun nonetheless. Thanks, Joe and Quinn, for all the plugs. Please give them a listen. They support us. Please support them. Also, check out the Bottom Line Cast with Mike Prue and JV. They do our ECW show on our Patreon feed. Check their Bottom Line Cast out, which is on the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin. and Harper's got viruses going on his phone right now. I don't know what else is going on. Doc, you got anything before we get out of here?
Man, it's been another blessed evening. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm done, man. I'm out.
This show was airtight, brother. Harper, anything
Airtight.
from you?
What's that?
Huh?
He's still looking up much.
Jesus Christ.
Harper,
God,
any
a bad-tempered person, especially an old one.
how long did it take him to look that up?
I kept trying to spell it, and like Cambodia kept coming up.
Come on.
All right, Harper, you got anything else, or are you ready to go?
Let's just roll.